instead of spending time of where we got it wrong in response to Beryl. So post 2021 with the Winter Uri storm in 2021, I realized that we needed to have something district specific in order to respond to the West Side. So when you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. We had a District F disaster plan that was activated. I'm going to name all of our partners out because they deserve to be acknowledged. We also activated our District F Volunteer Corps and our District F Translation Team, which was significant. So the storm hit on Monday. By Wednesday, we were already activated with our partners. I want to thank, for the Wednesday activation, Alief ISD, West Houston Assistance Ministries, Church Without Walls, Eldridge, Teen Inc., the Houston Food Bank, Home Depot, and more. On Saturday, Councilmember Pollard joined, Councilmember Al Green, Senator Boris Miles, County Attorney Christian Menifee, and so many others, in partnership with Walmart off the Beltway in Bissonnette. We were able to offer 2,000 cases of water, 200 walk-ups, and do deliveries at 4 apartment complexes. At the same time, directing Red Cross to independent senior facilities where they provided food and hot meals. We're currently moving to the east side of the district to do that. I want to acknowledge not only our elected officials, but the District F team. We were all in sync all throughout the storm, and while many of us experienced no power, I had no power for 6 days and 6 leaks in my home and had to clean out my entire ice box. They were on the street ready and prepared to serve some of the least of these. Heads Up Houston, Career Recovery Services, SEWA International, Alief Votes, Alief ISD Athletics, the PR team, Dr. Mays, the superintendent, the ELSIC basketball team, the Hastings JV football team, McGee Chapel, the West Side Command. Thank you, Commander Clinton and Sergeant Parkinson, for working with us. A Coalition for Peace, Relief and Equity, and so many residents that showed up because they answered the call on social media. And so, for me, again, you know, District F used to be called the Forgotten District, and every time there's a disaster, remnants of that of being forgotten shows up, because there was no there's no MSC, there was no ICE and distribution center on the west side of town, and District F goes all the way to Cinco Ranch where the eye of the storm came in, and then there was no coordination from OEM in terms of the west side. And I know that there was, you know, the concept is to decentralize our disaster response. We have to be hyper local when we're talking about responding to neighborhoods, because disaster is hyper local. It is not okay to say call 311 and wait for someone to pick you up, to hold ice and a 6-pack of water, and then have language issues. And so there has to be a way that we can do this differently. But on the west side, we're going to take care of our own people, and we are doing that, and we're doing that very well. There is more to come. I definitely want to shout out Walmart and Home Depot and all the partners that answered the call to allow us to be prepared for this moment and not in panic. There are pockets in District F that still do not have power. We have Westheimer near Derry, Ashford, and Kirkwood, the commercial area. We have pockets near Gessner and West Chase, and then also Piney Point and Carver Crest. They are energized and scheduled to be online. Some were for tomorrow, and then the others by July 19th. The good news is I have a neighbor that works for CenterPoint, and so she's working with me to make sure that the communities in District F are aligned. We also identified additional apartments that have reached out to us, and so we are coordinating our senior living facilities, so in the future we'll be able to be proactive with them. I can't stress enough how community shows up. And to Councilmember Ramirez's point about us being resilient, I think the resiliency is starting to take a toll on us. Every time it rains, it thunders, the anxiety shows up in Houstonians, and I know it shows up in me. And so for time after time of deploying resources, we have to become smart, because we are the energy capital of the world. We are the 4th largest American city, and we can do better in terms of this. But my remarks is really about the thank you, the unlimited love that was shown by residents, community members. Thank you to the media for covering this and getting the word out. Thank you to the colleagues. And then shout out to every council member, everybody who was in their district doing what needed to be done, not waiting on anything but taking care of your people. It is definitely appreciated. Thank you.
Thank you.